An important and exciting announcement for you. I can't wait to tell you. But first, while I'm waiting for people to jump in, I want to say hello, and I would love for you to write in the comment section where in the world you are watching from, because we have people from all over the world. And I think this might be the first time I'm actually going live on Instagram through this platform called Restream. So I'm super excited. If we got any Instagrammers, please write in the comment section. Let me know you're watching. Hey, Brent McCain, how are you? Brent's watching on YouTube. And I also want to tell you about who's going to be on my show, on my Faith and Freedom show this Sunday on realamericasvoice.com. You can go to realamericasvoice.com and watch all the previous shows I've done. Last week I had Kimberly Guilfoyle. I'm going to tell you in just a second, as I'm saying hello to everybody. Hey, David, how are you? I might have to put my glasses on for this. Hey, Gary from Yuma, how are you? Oh, we got people joining in. Thank you so much. As you're joining in, I'm going to pop you into the comment section. Hey, Janine from California, how's it going out there? How's it going in California? And we've got Greg. How are you? Dale Nelson. Hey, Dale. Is this the same Dale Nelson that I went to school with? Gosh. If it is, Dale, do you realize we're 62? That's pretty old. Okay. Hello. Hey, Vern Green from Macomb, Michigan. How are you? Okay. Yes. Oh my gosh, Dale. How are you? Are you 62 now, like me, or were you same age or a year younger? I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. Marshall, Illinois is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so while people are joining me, I am going to, and Danica's here. I am going to, from Arkansas. Oh, okay. This is perfect, Danica from Arkansas, because on my Faith and Freedom show this Sunday, I'm going to have the one and only Governor Mike Huckabee. Now, you may have heard about this before, Danica. Or, hey, Alyssa, how are you? Is it Danica from? Yes, from Arkansas. So imagine this. You're at home, you're sleeping, and you're just, you're with your spouse and you're just kind of, you got to get up pretty soon, but it's still dark and you're going to, sleep just a little while longer, and you are in the peace and serenity and comfort of your own home. And suddenly you hear this loud bang and crashing, and it takes you a minute to, what is going on? And you realize your front door is being smashed in. So you get out of bed, you go grab, I don't even know what I can say on this social media, but you grab something and you're like, what is it? And you see figures, shadowy figures in the hall. And it's your God-given right to protect yourself and your loved ones, right? Well, I'm on my show on Faith and Freedom on Sunday. Governor Mike Huckabee from Arkansas, former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee, and I are talking about what happened to Brian Malinowski and his wife about a month ago, March 19th in Little Rock, Arkansas. ATF agents raided the Malinowski home around 6 a.m. The ATF busted down the door, shooting and killing Brian. Now, there's a lot more to go to the story, and please don't miss it. You need to hear it. It's this show Sunday. I talk about it now because I film it on Wednesdays, for those of you who don't know. And it's kind of a hard hitting. I've got also David Nino Rodriguez, heavyweight boxing champ, and my friend David Rodriguez. And he talks about the border crisis, what's going on, what's really going on. David's very well connected, and he and I get some of our information from the same source, but he also is talking about the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. Since he's a heavyweight boxing champ, he knows a lot about it. And do you think that fight is fixed? We talked to David about that. And then we've got geosecurity expert and president of Women Fighting for America, Christy Hutcherson. And she talked about more in depth about the border and what's really going on. And are these people coming to our country, if that's what you call it, because we don't have a border, right? Anyways, she talks about some very serious concerns. Then finally, we have author and podcast host of Prophetic Spiritual Warfare, Kathy DeGraw. And I've had Kathy's book, and I actually reached out to her on Instagram. Do we have anybody from Instagram here yet? I got to look at the comments. I'm looking. Anybody from Instagram? Oh, no, YouTube. Unfortunately, okay. I'm not sure if I got Instagrammers here yet. Hopefully, but I talked to Kathy DeGraw about spiritual warfare. What is it? How do you use your voice? John 10:10 says we have the authority to walk on snakes and scorpions, but we got to use it. So Kathy in her book, and again, I've read this, and every time I open it, I've had it for, I don't know, a couple of years. I got it highlighted, and I go back and I look at things like, oh, I forgot about that. But she goes through some steps. If you're new to spiritual warfare, if you want to find out more, watch the show Sunday, Faith and Freedom on Real America's Voice, because Kathy gives you some actionable steps that are easy. Okay, so here is, hey, Rocco Bronca from Florida. That's like a really cool name, Rocco Bronca. You know, my son's name is Rocco, right? You know that. So, okay. Hey, Kevin Scholl, how are you? Oh, you like the Killer House. Do you know how many times I've changed this set in the back? And because Rav said they didn't like it when I turned it on an angle and had to go redo it. So thank you, Kevin. Kevin's got my book, Killer House, if you want to find out about toxic mold. And I'm telling you, every day I run into somebody that's like, yeah, I think that might be why I'm getting sick. We just moved into a new house and we have allergies. Or somebody that my son Rocco was talking to, he had said kind of in passing that his wife has been really sick and they just found out why. And Rocco said, just, curiously, is she okay? What happened? And she was exposed to toxic mold. So please, 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 I'm not like just saying, get my book to get my book. I wrote it so that you would be equipped with the knowledge of how to recognize, remediate, and recover from toxic mold. And there's no one-stop shop. There's no general one way to fix it. Everybody's different. We all are genetically different. We're predisposed to different things. We have different genes. There's one gene, they call it the MFer, I'm not going to say it, gene, that you could be two people in the same house exposed to the same amount of time, the same degree of toxic mold level, and one could get sicker than the other because of this gene. And I talk about that in my book. I also have a whole chapter devoted to spiritual warfare. Is toxic mold poisoning spiritual warfare? Get my book and find out more. Okay, so here is the information that I wanted to tell you. The big announcement. Okay, so back in January, I had this, desire to do a reset. And I thought, okay, I'm going to tell everybody how I do my New Year's resolution, and I'm going to do a reset. And do you want to join me? Join me. So I put out this link to a masterclass, and we were like flooded. I think we had, I don't know how many hundreds of people on, which was great, but everybody wanted more, which was great. But I'm like this, constantly juggling. I'm on the second rewrite of my book, Wildly Well. It's a 40-day health and wellness devotional that will come out probably the end of this year. And I was, in deep with the first rewrite of that, had to send it to the publisher. Now they sent it back, and I'm going back and checking everything one last time. But I thought about this, and I'm going to do another, both masterclass and to tell you more about what's going to be involved. And then rather than doing like an ongoing thing, like the thing now is memberships. I can't do it. I can't do a week, every week, other than my show. But it's a lot of work to put on these online programs. Thankfully, I have a great team, and I said, I want to do what I would like to do. I would like to put out there, I don't have a lot of time. So let's do 2 weeks. Let's do hardcore 2 weeks. And here's what you're going to get in this revolution reset. Well, you know what? Maybe I could show you. All right, bear with me. I am going to um, see if I can share screen. Let's see if I can do it. Bear with me. All right. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. I'm going to go through it quick just in case the screen went blank. It's a 2-week revolution reset. What if you could live vibrantly, age gracefully, and energize your faith? So if you go to this, my website, shemainnugent.rocks/revolution-reset, you will get more information on this. If you're stressed, overwhelmed, struggling with aches and pains, you feel stuck, you can come up with 100 excuses about why you can't or don't have time to work out, or maybe that's just me. And you want to make a change. You want to feel better. So I'm going to show you, here's some testimonials, and then I'm going to show you who I am, why I'm doing this. I've been in this industry for 44 years. That's a long time. And I was working with Beto Perez, who developed Zumba, and I developed a program for Zumba. I went all over the world training Zumba instructors, like the elite of the elite. Guys, I get an idea of what people want in a workout. So I'm going to give you my personal life hacks, help you wipe out overwhelm and have confidence. And then we're going to do coaching calls and all kinds of things. So I just wanted to show you this. Hopefully, let's see if I can get back to, did that work? Did it work? Please write in the comment section if that worked. Stella and Susan from Ohio. Did you see that? Are you seeing that? Okay, I'm going to stop screen share. Did that work, guys? Did you see all that? So basically, it's going to be a 2-week intensive. If you ever wanted to get in shape, not just get in shape, because here's the thing. I know. Oh, good. Okay. Hey, Alyssa, you're going to be there, right, Alyssa? I know what it's like. Not only when I was in high school, I was 20 pounds heavier than I am now, 25. And I remember praying, saying my nightly prayers, praying that I would wake up 20 pounds, or let's go for 10 pounds skinnier. Obviously, that didn't happen. So over the years, I've figured out a thing or two about how to lose weight and keep it off without giving up my favorite foods. Yeah, there are swaps that I make, and I'm going to share all of my secrets with you, my hacks with you. So basically, it's a 2-week intensive, and you're going to get 14 workouts, recipes, a journal, coaching calls with me, and we're going to have our own community so that you can talk with other people and encourage other people, not on Facebook, but on Telegram. So if you want to find out more about it, I'm having a free masterclass this Sunday, 6 p.m. Central Time, and I'm going to go through all of the steps. But if you know for sure you want to do this, go to the website, sign up, because space will be limited. I've already had people signing up. If you joined my masterclass in January, you should have already gotten an email, and I've already had people signing up for this 2-week revolution reset. So I wanted to extend the first invitation to those who joined my masterclass in January, and people are excited about it. So I'm excited. Okay. All right, guys, I hope you are. Good afternoon from Waco, Texas. Good afternoon. How are you? Is it, I need my glasses. Is it Donnie or Denny? Good afternoon from Waco, Texas. How are things in your neck of the woods? Because I'm nearby, actually. Okay. If my job invited you, would you do a health fair? Would you show up? Only I would love to, but you know what I might actually do, because I don't love to travel, because I travel enough, and nowadays I don't know if you noticed, it's crazy what's going on. So I don't love to travel. Rocco and I are getting our pilot's license so we can do it on our own. It's going to be a long time coming though. Don't worry. But the answer is probably not, only because my schedule for the rest of the year is pretty chaotic. However, I might be able to do a Zoom call. In fact, one of my missions is I want to register for this a speakers bureau, and you can hire me to do Zoom calls for your company or something. So, anyways, answer is maybe. Hey, Tim from Jackson, how are you? How's everything in Jackson? Heard you had some nice weather up there, 80 degrees the other day. And yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Once again, I didn't put the information, but I also have to tell you really quick. Okay, don't forget that I've got some sponsors that people are always asking me about. The skincare line that I use is Rocasa Organics. You can get a discount code by just typing in Faith. Who doesn't want a discount? So check that out. I use this stuff every day. They also have laundry soap and shampoo bars and conditioners, and Ted's using them. Like, that's great. All kinds of stuff. Go to rocasaorganics.com. Check out the code Faith. And also, I want to tell you about Switch to America with Shemaine. So it's not just Switch to America. Make sure you go to switchtoamericawithshemaine.com. You've probably heard about lab-grown meat. 3D printed beef. You're kidding me. So what they're doing is they're taking cells from a cow and they're putting it into a computer and they're printing out a piece of meat. Do you sometimes just go like, I was telling my friend, I think this is really the Truman Show. I'm just waiting for the light to fall out of the sky. Like, what? So you don't want to do that. You don't want to buy meat from the store. You don't know what's in it. And we have seen, I've shared things on social media before, exactly what's in the meat that you get at the grocery store. It ain't good. Mold, food dyes, maybe mRNA, I don't know. But if you go to switchtoamericawithshemaine.com, you get clean grass-fed beef from right here in Texas. No mRNA, no pesticides, no antibiotics, all that stuff. And better than that, it's delivered. In fact, today I just got a text notification. We're getting our box. I'm like, yeah, because we have venison all the time, but we get the monthly subscription and we go through it so fast. And I'm like, Ted, today we get beef tonight. We get the Switch to America ribeyes. So we're excited. Okay. Sparrowgear.com. If you don't have a Faraday bag, you better get one. The older I get, the more curt I'm getting. But seriously, check out Sparrow Gear. It's Sparrow. It's pronounced Sparrow. Sparrowgear.com and use the code FAITH to get a discount. They've got silver woven clothing and things that you can put your cell phone in. I do every single night. Every night. You don't need 5G and Wi-Fi and cell signals to be keeping you up all night. And have you noticed, even if you have your phone turned off, like I'll put mine on airplane, I can still hear the buzzing, and please don't put it next to your head. But anyways, okay. So many great things, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget my show, Faith and Freedom, on Real America's Voice every Sunday, 10 o'clock. Is it 10 o'clock? Yeah, 10 a.m. every Sunday on Real America's Voice. And finally, go to my website right now, sign up for my program, 2-week intensive, but I'll have more information. So if you're just driving and you can't write it down or whatever, my website is shemainenugent.rocks, ROCKS, and I'm going to be having more information in the next coming days on my masterclass on Sunday, where I'm going to lay out what's going to happen in this 2-week intensive. And you don't have to stay home from school or work or whatever. You could do it in the pockets of your time. But guys, if you've been wanting to lose weight, it's not a fun thing to talk about. I don't like it, but I'll tell you what swaps I make so that I can continue to have certain indulgences, and I'll tell you about those indulgences as well. All right, guys, have a great day. Make it a great day. Do something healthy and happy for you today. I will